Hello guys, welcome back, and everybody else today obviously is talking about Konami and the whole going to mobile space, and obviously a lot of frustration as a longtime Konami fan, that they're not going to be in consoles. And real quickly on that point, listen, whether you're Square Enix, Sega, Capcom, or Konami, the simple truth is you're just not making games we want to play. That's why we're not buying your games. Going to mobile is not going to change that or fix that problem. It's only going to maybe slow down the bleeding, but ultimately you're still going to bleed because we're not going to want to play. Actually, we're probably going to want to play less on mobile. But anyway, let's get into something else that involves Konami, and that's the fact that YouTube overrides Konami's video takedown. Now, obviously, a lot of people have known about the fact that, just days ago, Konami issued a takedown from YouTube video. One of the concerns YouTube has always had about the new system was that it would allow, in a sense, copyright holders to kind of abuse the system. That even though it's meant to protect YouTube, in some ways meant to protect content creators from, I hate the word content creators, but that's the way YouTube views us. Content creators, in ways of getting in trouble, it can be abused. And the point I'm talking about is when George Super Bunny Hop Weidman published Kojima versus Konami investigation 1 to 2 weeks ago. He alleged an insider at the company had passed on information about, of course, the relationship between Kojima and Konami getting worse and getting worse quickly, and unfortunately it was removed from YouTube due to a takedown from Konami. Of course, Weidman had basically, I guess, gave in the press basically the early exchange with YouTube and everything else on Monday, where he defended his position. Except, of course, he removed his contact information because he doesn't want anybody to have that, obviously. You understand the tools are there to stop abuse. You understand that, the tools are there, to protect everybody from copyright. But, Konami decided to take action on a small amount of footage from the video, which was basically from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, which only equaled to about 29 seconds in the video, and using that for the reason to take it down. Now, YouTube's legal team, I guess, got in touch with Konami, following the notice. Basically wanted to know, how much the copyright work was used and so forth and so on. But YouTube decided the video wasn't in violation and actually reminded Konami about the definition of fair use, that asked for more information if the company was still claiming possible infringement. When YouTube sent a note to Konami, it informed Konami, informed Weidman of the decision. And so far, the video is online and has nearly 300,000 views. Weidman's encouragement, and of course, when it was taken down, people more wanted to see it than ever before. So this only helped him out. I guess Maker, which is obviously his network channel, part of them said they had nothing to do with the video coming back up. So clearly, it was clearly YouTube's decision to do this. It's the first time the company's actually used the YouTube, the first time that it seems like that YouTube's actually acted on the account of someone who creates videos for them. It's actually the first time they've gone and asked for more stuff and actually reversed the decision. We've never really seen this happen from YouTube before. Also, it's also the first time a company may have used YouTube tools, a big company, for potentially bogus reasons. And again, it's part of the trap YouTube has, because it's always in that thing of protecting it from copyright. But what happens when the content abusers can abuse the system? And, so again, for now, that's what the case is. That YouTube has actually overridden a decision by Konami to take down a video that probably should never been taken down in the first place. Konami's been super sensitive about the fact Twin Hits versus Kojima, because it's quite getting publicized after Metal Gear Solid 5 comes out that Kojima's no longer going to be with Konami, that Konami's going basically mobile. They're basically more or less leaving the console space, and this is all adding up to a big, for a company in 1 week, you can't mess up, going from being loved to basically all this just publicity nightmare that they've caused themselves by doing what they did. I get, they got a new CEO. Every new person coming in charge wants to make a difference, wants to make a change. Metal Gear Solid's basically been their saving grace for years now, whether they want to admit it or not. It's what's made them a lot of money in the video game space, obviously outside of that in soccer. And they've been, skating down that for a long time. and the new guy's trying to change stuff. I understand that, but all these Japanese companies going into the mobile space, it isn't necessarily going to save them like they hope it will. They have to still make games we want to play. That's what it comes down to. Anyway, I don't understand why they don't use Kickstarter, like for new Contra or for like new Mega Man Legends 3. I don't understand why these companies go, hey, you want the game, we're scared of the downside of how much this is going to cost. If you want it, here's how much we need. And then let the fans decide if the game gets made or not. Now, I don't want every company to do this, but obviously, when you talk about games that they consider that's a big risk to make, it might be the only route to go. Unfortunately, they don't want to do that. They'd rather do the whole, we're going to go mobile. In this case, I'm glad YouTube stepped up and actually reversed the decision, which we don't get enough good news of YouTube doing the right things. We always know about the things YouTube goes wrong, and we all know the flaws in the system. We all understand that it is actually, when you're putting up videos, you're kind of walking a tightrope, right? With the copyright. The copyright, since there's really technically hasn't been no real ruling on gameplay footage and opinion and stuff like that in the court of law, we're always skating. We're always skating that line that who knows when your video can be taken down and for what excuse. A lot of people deal with that a lot of times out from the companies who make it. Anyway, what do you guys think about this YouTube taking action and bringing this video back up, reversing Konami's decision? What do you think about Konami doing this in the first place? Do you what do you think about this whole situation with Konami? And again, it's a shame that this happens. It's a shame that, person was giving their opinion. Supposedly had inside information. I think it would have been better for Konami to call them out for it rather than actually try to take it down. But anyway, it's caused more demand for it. Makes them look worse in the situation. Love to hear your guys' opinion on this whole thing with Konami, and I will make a video for you guys soon. Thanks for watching.